The Sins of the Father is the second installment of the Clifton Chronicles. It starts in 1939, the year England declares war on Germany. Before war is declared, Harry Clifton leaves England. He is anxious to spare his fiancée, Emma Barrington, from waiting for the day they maybe could be married. As this was not a sure thing, he felt that he was being noble. Unfortunately, the ship Harry was working on sunk, and he was presumed dead. To continue this falsehood, Harry assumed the identity of Thomas Bradshaw, his shipmate, who did die. While Bradshaw is buried at sea, Harry continues to New York under his identity. Bradshaw, however, had some legal problems in the United States, which lead to a 6-year prison term for Harry. After a rocky beginning, Harry settles down to a job in the prison library. He also begins to keep a comprehensive diary of his experiences. His fellow worker in the library takes an interest in these diaries, which later leads to their publication. Harry's credit for these diaries also has a rocky beginning. However, Emma ensures that credit is placed where it belongs. Emma also gave birth to Harry's son. She wasn't even able to tell him she was pregnant before they were separated. When Emma takes her son Sebastian to see Harry's mother Maisie, a letter sent to Maisie convinces Emma that Harry is still alive. She decides to travel to New York to discover his whereabouts. Emma's character is developed during her time in New York. She is smart and tenacious, standing up to crooked convicts and crooked lawyers alike. While Emma is sleuthing, her brother Giles Barrington volunteers for the Wessex Regiment. During basic training, he comes across Terry Bates, his family's butcher. Although not considered an equal to a Barrington, Giles once again proves that family status means little to him. When he is appointed to officer training school, he asks if Bates is going to be trained as well. When the major informs him that Bates is not officer material, he just hopes the Germans are as poor as their army at choosing officers from the troops. After Pearl Harbor, the United States finally joins the war. This leads to an opportunity for Harry to do what he considers his duty. He had been frustrated by the fact that the war would be over before he could contribute. He is asked to serve with the 5th Texas Rangers. This also allows him to return to his real identity, as they didn't want him to serve as Tom Bradshaw, who is supposed to be in jail. Giles Barrington ends up serving on the African front and unfortunately comes across his old adversary, Alex Fisher. Fisher was the prefect from school who treated Harry so poorly. He again proves to be not only an unpleasant individual, but also a coward. Giles serves alongside him and gains first-hand knowledge of his perfidy. In England, the question of who inherits the Barrington estate needs to be addressed. Due to the title involved, this matter is decided in the courts. Just like Only Time Will Tell, this story ends on a cliffhanger, with the judge suspending his decision until the next book. The Sins of the Father is divided into each character's point of view. As with Only Time Will Tell, the reader is going forward and backward in time as the various characters tell their story. Being subjected to this method previously, it was quite easy to follow. There is a lot of action in this book, as it occurs during the Second World War. This second installment was as enjoyable as the first and compels you to continue the saga with the next book.